Hey, are you ready to save that?
To the town of our Fria rode a stranger one fine day. Hardly spoke to folks around him, didn't have too much to say. No one dared to ask his business,
I
no
got
one
something
dared
for
to
you.
make a slip. The stranger there among them had a big iron on his hip. It was early in the morning when he rode into the town. He came riding from the south side, all around. He's an outlaw, loose and running, came the whisper from each lip. And he's here to do some business with a big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. In this town there lived an outlaw by the name of Texas Red. Many men had tried to take him, and that many men were dead. He was
Get down! You're Ranger Vargas?
Sir, I found the state passage through the battlefield. Thought they might be helpful.
I won't ask. I just want to see a friendly face. Let's take out the commander on the bridge.
You think that's a good idea? It might just piss him off.
It's my dig and shoving into the hornet's nest here, Ranger. After he's down, we can get out.
Too long in town. He came here to take an outlaw back alive or maybe dead. And he said it didn't matter, he was after Texas Red. After Texas Red.
Out of here.
You thinking we head to Union
Wasn't
City?
long before the story was
Go there and throw out a plan of action?
Red.
Affirmative. Can't go anywhere until that CEO is dead. Let's see if the kid can handle themselves. Then book it back up to 138.
You heard it. Let's run up the line and take out the CO. Move up!
20
Move up!
men had made a slip. 21 ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. The morning passed so quickly, it was time for them to meet. It was 20 past 11 when they walked out in the street. Folks were watching from the windows, everybody had their breath.
That's what you get.
Big iron on his hip. The morning passed so quickly, it was time for them to meet. It was 20 past 11 when they walked out in the street. Folks were watching from the windows, everybody held their breath. They knew this handsome ranger was about to meet his death. About to meet his death. There was 40 feet between them when they stopped to make me play. And the swiftness of the ranger is still talked about today. Texas Red is not
Johnny Guitar. What if you go? What if you stay? I love you. What if you're cruel? You can be kind. I know. There was never a man like my Johnny, like the one they call
All right, the Raider commander is down. Pull back, pull back! Repo on the on-ramp, let's go! Move!
Don't expect me to carry your junk.
Walter! Hell, am I ever glad to see your ugly mug.
Captain Jameson, what the hell happened?
Walt, you wouldn't believe me if I swore on my mama's grave. Get that gate open.
Yes, sir, Captain. We'll grab a beer later and you can swear me in, I guess. Hey, what about this weird-looking kid?
They're with me. Come on.
This place is enormous and kind of disgusting. Oh, I think I see an electronics store up ahead. Maybe a good time to pay a visit.
Archaeological digs in the recently found village of Arroyo.
Dude,
point
watch
to
where
the
you're
disappearance
stepping.
Of the legendary home of the Chosen One to be attributed to the Enclave invasion. Theory has long held that the tribe originated in the far south, with the Vault Dweller myth, leading to the foundation of the NCR. The extinct tribe's origins are reportedly in the far north, where the ruins of the Enclave's massive super base were destroyed in the war 40 years ago. Next up on NCR PR, we have a new track recovered from the ruins of downtown Santa Monica. Remember, if you happen to find any old records or holotapes out there on your scavenging runs, feel free to bring them into the studio.
Come on, let's go sit and watch the light.
Talk to the general. Please, don't try to get us
Had
into
enough?
the NCR. Stay focused on your promise to find our tribe.
I'm glad you're on our side.
I'm glad you're on
I
our
don't care.
side.
We need to see this general ASAP. And leave the kid. He's with me.
Captain Jameson, what the hell are you doing in my office?
Can't you see we're having a meeting?
Sirs, I apologize for the intrusion. This is Carrie Vargas of the Desert Rangers.
Well met, Ranger. What's this about, Captain?
Sirs, I regret to inform you that our convoy was ambushed by raiders at the I-15 Beltway.
What? What happened, Captain? Details.
Able Company was ambushed minutes before we were. We got the radio transmission and double-timed it to their position. My unit, Baker Company, followed them in. We were pinned down until Ranger Vargas and this Vault Dweller intervened. We eliminated a survivalist commander who immediately ran to Union City. I'm sorry, sir, but Able Company was lost.
You mean to tell me that a band of raiders successfully ambushed 80 men?
Sir, the raiders were in force and were assisted by aircraft. They had vertibirds bearing Enclave marks.
Captain, do you understand the gravity of your claim? Are you certain?
Yes, sir. Ranger Vargas can confirm.
Yes, sir, I can. The survivalists appear to possess Enclave technology. They overwhelmed my unit with plasma weapons 10 minutes earlier.
General, if what they're saying is true, we could face an imminent Enclave threat.
Gentlemen, the contents of this conversation are classified. Everyone leave this room except the kid.
General, I have to object.
Get out! All of you, now!
I will have to inform the Joint Chiefs of this.
Vault Dweller, come here and take a seat. I'd like a word with you. Staff Sergeant, close the door. Well then, I'm very pleased to meet you, Vault Dweller. My name is General Silverman, head of NCR forces in this territory. If my subordinate is correct, you may have unwittingly fallen into possession of top-secret NCR intelligence. Am I correct in having understood that your vault... Mistaken? You know, son, I'm getting the distinct feeling that you're more closely related to this than I thought. It takes a soldier's mind to tell a barefaced lie with a straight face. Every soldier's got one born with practice. Hell, I've got one myself. So here's my lie. I think you're going to do real great in an NCR prison facility. Your life will be long and prosperous. Right. Fine. In the interest of getting where I want to go, I'm going to let you try that again. The truth. Now! That's it. Sergeant, maybe in...
Talk to the general. Please, don't try to get us involved with the NCR. Stay focused on your promise to find our tribe.
Had enough? You like that? I'm hit!
I don't care. We need to see this general ASAP. And leave the kid. He's with me.
Captain Jameson, what the hell are you doing in my office?
Can't you see we're having a meeting?
Sirs, I apologize for the intrusion. This is Kerry Vargas of the Desert Rangers.
Well met, Ranger. What's this about, Captain?
Sirs, I regret to inform you that our convoy was ambushed by raiders at the I-15 Beltway.
What? What happened, Captain? Details!
Able Company was ambushed minutes before we were. We got the radio transmission and double-timed it to their position. My unit, Baker Company, followed them in. We were pinned down until Ranger Vargas and this Vault Dweller intervened. We eliminated a survivalist commander who immediately ran to Union City. I'm sorry, sir, but Able Company was lost.
You mean to tell me that a band of raiders successfully ambushed 80 men?
Sir, the raiders were in force and were assisted by aircraft. They had vertibirds bearing Enclave marks.
Captain, do you understand the gravity of your claim? Are you certain?
Yes, sir. Ranger Vargas can confirm.
Yes, sir, I can. The survivalists appear to possess Enclave technology. They overwhelmed my unit with plasma weapons 10 minutes earlier.
General, if what they're saying is true, we can face an imminent Enclave threat.
Gentlemen, the contents of this conversation are classified. Everyone leave this room except the kid.
General, I have to object.
Get out! All of you, now!
Sir, I will have to inform the Joint Chiefs of this.
Vault Dweller, come here and take a seat. I'd like a word with you. Staff Sergeant, close the door. Well then, am I correct in having... Sorry to hear that. I assume the explosion... I'd be lying to you if I said it didn't shock me. The Enclave has been gone for years. Can you tell me exactly what the... Wasteland Scouts. No doubt old Doc Kevin Rossman. I always expected his vault to be up there somewhere. You do know that Rossman is wanted for treason in the NCR, and by helping him, you... I'll take that as an admission of ignorance. Look, son, I don't know how close you were to Rossman, but he was a good man. If it were up to me, I'd have the president pardon him right now. But as record shows, he betrayed key NCR business interests and is wanted for murder. He thwarted a prospector's effort to locate and extract technology from vaults in this area, specifically Vault 18. Got a lot of NCR citizens killed or captured by raiders in the process. Not that those bastards didn't deserve it. Right. Now the questions I want answered. What happened to those Enclave agents? Never heard of him. Like I said, they've been gone 20 years. They must have a base out east, low on manpower. I'm going to venture a guess that by us, you mean healthy adult humans. That sounds like their M.O. I don't know if you're aware, but they've pulled this old stunt before. You're just the latest. So, how'd they get in? You must be a highly competent soldier to... You walked across Raider Alliance country, killed a psychotic commander, and before that, you defeated veteran Enclave officers. I'm starting to get a picture of you as quite an asset. What do you say we have a talk about continued service in the... Not quite. You see, I've needed someone in your position for a long time. Someone outside my chain of command. Someone not NCR. The new California Republic is in a tough position. We're facing a civil war between the powerful she-banks, the mob, and Congress is deadlocked. My country's army is tied up in bureaucratic bullshit that's staying my hand. It's getting good men killed while the hub's politicians get fatter. I'm afraid these survivalist raiders are a true and serious threat to our nation's security. Congress doesn't agree. They just want to sit on it. If even a fraction of the reports from Arizona are true, there is an army on the horizon big enough to bog us down in war for decades. I'm not just saying that the raiders are a problem because Union City is my hometown. I'm saying they might get us all killed if not dealt with. With this news that they are in bed with the Enclave, I just can't risk it. I need people like you to go above military order and stop them. There's no way I can trust Congress or my superiors with this. It has to be. That's a good question. Give me a day to sit on it. I'll let you know when I've reached a decision. Head on out the door and wait. Get a grip on what's happening. Staff Sergeant, open this door. I want to report on what those raiders are up to ASAP.
specialists, get to a safe place and respond. We have mission-critical updates for you. We got word of a major fight at the NCR's Union City. What? Good. That should win you some points with their top brass. Head on back and negotiate a deal with him. After that's over, meet with Senator DeVille. He's a corrupt politician with ties to the survivalist operation that betrayed us. See if you can get him to reveal his hand. Talk him out. With time, he may present an opportunity to crush the general's nuts. Yes. There's a raider called the Shishi out at the power relay on the playa. Go save her. She has ties to the raider tribe's leadership and can help you destabilize the raiders and NCR at the same time. You'll have to be real sharp, though. Watch her. She's a cunning communist snake. Negotiate a deal with her at your own. Break out.
Ah, there you are. You've turned into quite a sound investment already. Good work. We're going to be sifting through the ashes of that fight for weeks. NCR Radio's already got wind of it and are having a field day. It sounds like we're going to have to advance our deal here. I just lost water and power in Union City in the last 30 minutes. We ain't got enough boots on the ground to go scout it out and see what happened. I have 2 missions for you, if you're willing. All right, now that we've got all this pleasant talk out of the way, we'd better get hurrying. Union City is without power and water. We've had electricity from up north of New Reno nigh on to 25 years. There's an old relay station on the dry lake routing the juice to us. There's a savage chieftain out east. Has a tribe stationed around a water reserve from before the Great War. It's where we get our pipeline. Raiders must have hit it pretty hard. The scouts say they're fending off some locals. Those same locals are in control of our water supply. I need you to get the power running at the relay, then hightail it over to the Savages' hidden city to fix the water. Unless the Raiders genuinely fucked it up, it's just a matter of throwing a switch. We replaced all the electrics 20 years ago. This line doesn't feed all of LA, just part. So NCR isn't freaking out about it yet. Hell, if anything, it's buying them time to hit the crime lords. Power's not a giant concern. We've been in the dark before. But it's nice to have cool drinks and fresh food. I don't think that's gonna happen. Not unless you're some damn wizard. I drew up this map during the battle. Here, I'll show you where to go. It's a long, dangerous walk. Zaibula is a California savage town out in the hills. There's a canyon they're holed up in where the dunes meet the foothills. They call it the Hidden City, and it's just that. Hard as hell to find. But there is an underground water line runs here to there. The savages turned off the ancient water pump, or it just broke. You'll either have to repair it or find...
You there! You're the vault dweller that has the general up in arms. So, General Silverman has sent you on an important mission. I have an addition to that. If you're willing to listen to my proposition, I could make the venture quite profitable. If not, things could get very difficult for you. Good. As you can tell, Silverman isn't exactly in a position to have hired you. You're not part of the organization. Let me explain to you what is really going on here. I am a senator, sent to provide oversight of Silverman's command in the past. He has a tendency to, let me think of the polite term, blatantly ignore orders. Yes, that's the polite way to phrase it. The reality is he tends to shit on congressional oversight and do whatever he pleases. You can see my dilemma. No, it makes him a rogue element. His position is bought and paid for by the taxpayers. My taxpayers. I have to rein him in before he drags us into a war. I'm going to have to ask for your cooperation in this matter. It will make my job Yes, if Silverman has his way. But a war isn't what Congress wants. The people need this stalemate to go on just a little bit longer. You clearly don't have the same political mind as we do. There is more at work here than the simple philosophical disagreements between Raiders and NCR. My family is part of a large organization in New Reno with a long history within the NCR. We've seen it through all of its phases, including this decades-long stalemate. We're using it as leverage across a wide theater of influence, the outcome of which is the continued survival of the NCR and our current administrator. You don't want to know what my lowball offer would be. It involves a stockade and fire ants. No, I don't think so. You've made your choice. Get out of my...
If you don't like this next track, I'll introduce you to my engorged hate stick. This is Death, 98-1.